Welcome to the Bodhi Academy. My name is Shrutika, and today let us continue with the part 3 of our chapter Transportation in Animals and Plants. So, in our last class, we have seen how transportation takes place in animals and how and what are the important components for the transportation, that is blood vessels. Then we have seen the heart, and we have also covered the process how the circulation takes place in human beings. So today let us study how the waste from our body is removed, and that process is called as excretion. So the process of removal of waste material produced in the cells of the living organism is called as excretion. When our body uses food, water and air, it produces some byproducts or unwanted substances. These are called as waste materials. So whenever our body prepares something, so we take in oxygen, we take in food, okay, we take in we take in water, and then with the help of this our body prepares food, okay. Our body will undergo various processes. After those processes, whatever the waste material which is formed needs to be thrown out of our body, and this is done through excretion, okay. So this is the process of excretion. So the process of removal of waste materials from the cells of the living organism is called as excretion. Now let us see how excretion takes place in human beings. So for that, in human beings there is a specialized system called as the excretory system. So now let us see what is human excretory system. Okay. So the human excretory system, that is the you can see over here, consists of so the human excretory system consists of a pair of kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, urethra and the urinary opening. So these are the parts of the human excretory system, okay. So now let us study the function and let us study the mechanism of this excretory system in detail. So the urine is a major waste product released in our urea is the major waste product released in our body. It is produced as waste product of the decomposition of unused food protein in the liver. So urea is the waste product which is formed in our body, okay. It is a poisonous substance which must be removed from the body. If it remains in our body, it is like a toxic it will be like toxic to our body. It will cause some toxic effect to our body. So the urea and the other unwanted salts when dissolving in water forms a yellowish liquid waste called as urine. So that urea, which is a toxic waste product produced in our body, will be dissolved in the water, excess amount of water in our body, and then it is forming a liquid, yellowish liquid, which is called as urine, which is then excreted out of our system through the excretory system of the human beings. So now let us see how the excretory system works. What is the mechanism of excretory system? So our excretory system, as we know, consists of a pair of kidneys. So these kidneys are called the magic filters. So kidneys are like bean shaped organs present at the back of our body. It is richly supplied in blood vessels. Kidneys can filter the unwanted substances from the blood. Each kidney consists of thousands of tiny filters called as the nephrons. When the blood containing urea and the other waste salt passes through these nephrons, it filters the blood and removes urea. It removes the urea and salts, and the urine is left in the kidney. Okay. So the kidneys are extensively supplied with blood vessels. This is the vein and this is the artery. So veins will bring what? The waste deoxygenated blood containing all the other waste into the kidney. Okay, so inside kidney there are nephrons. What are nephrons? Nephrons are the filtration units of kidney. Okay, so kidneys, inside the kidneys there are nephrons. So these nephrons will help in converting or in filtering the urea and other waste material from the blood. Okay, and then that will be stored in the collecting tube, and that in form of urine, that urea, which is the waste product filtered by the nephrons, will be dissolved in the excess amount of water which is there, and then it will, from here, now it is filtered, then from here through the urethra it will travel down the urinary bladder. Okay, so the urine which is formed in the kidney will pass through the urethra and then it will reach the urinary bladder. So urine is stored in the urinary bladder for some times, and then it is gradually removed through the urethra. So then after filtration, it through the urethra, it will reach what? Urinary bladder. Once the bladder is full with urine, it will be released out through the urinary opening, which is the urethra. Okay, so this is how the human excretory system works, wherein it is extensively supplied with blood vessels which will bring the waste blood containing the waste material, which will be filtered in the kidney. Inside the kidney there are nephrons, which are the filtration units, which will separate the urea from the blood, and that will be then mixed with water and will flow into and forms the urine, which flows into the urinary bladder, where it is stored through what? Through the urethra. And then after the urinary bladder is full with urine, the urine will be passed at regular intervals through the urinary opening called as urethra. Okay, so this is how the excretory system in human beings work. The opening of the urinary bladder is controlled by a rings of muscles called as bladder sphincters. Okay, when the bladder becomes full, this bladder sphincters opens and allows the urine to flow out. So this is how the waste product, that is urea, will be dissolved in water to form urine, and urine will be excreted out of the body. Okay, so now let us see how transport of substances happens in plants. So how transportation happens in plants. So plants also have vascular system. Here there are two types of vessels, that is xylem and phloem. So the plants will have extensive network of the xylem and phloem. These are like the pipelines. How we have blood vessels in our body, same way plants will have vascular system, that is xylem and phloem in the plant body. So xylem is what? It is the water conducting tissue, and phloem is the food conducting tissue. So xylem will help in conducting water from the roots to all the parts of the plant, and phloem will conduct what? It will transport all the soluble products of photosynthesis from leaves to all the parts of the body. Okay, so this is how transportation takes place in plants. See, the plants consist of xylem and phloem. So the plant root will absorb all the water from the soil, and then the conducting tissue, water conducting tissue, that is the xylem, will help in conducting the water through all parts of the plants. So in our today's class, what we have learned is how excretion process takes place in organism, how human excretory system works, and how transportation of food and water takes place in plants. So thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.